Hey guys, what's up? It's Mano here. I'm wearing a jacket right now. It's kind of weird, but I wanted to make a video talking about the gems I use on this character and everything. Okay. Bum ba dum. We'll go out here and so our auras will be on and everything. So on this character, I actually use all offensive auras. I use Hatred, I use Herald of Ice, and I use Herald of Ash. And that is actually linked to a reduced mana. Alright. The reason I use these instead of using a Grace Gem is because right now I have 6.2k armor and my resistances are capped. This is normal, keep in mind. I have negative 19 or negative 9 chaos resist and merciless. My resistances are capped and merciless too by a little bit less than 20 on each, and lightning is capped in the it's overcapped by like 30 something. Okay, I have 47% chance to block in my current tree. Almost 6.3k armor, which is nice. I still move relatively quick, and I use whirling blades for my move anyways, so even if my shield slowed my movement speed down to 0, it wouldn't matter that much. Okay, so go through the gems. I have Reave, Portal, and Blood Rage in my claw. I don't actually use the Blood Rage now. My Chaos Resist, I need to make it better. Right now on normal, I can probably get away with it because my Chaos Resist is decent, but it still drains a lot. So I need to find out a way to get the Chaos Resist or a way to mitigate the drain so I can use it against Dominus to get Frenzy Charges and all that good stuff. But moving on. This is my aura setup. Herald of Ash, Herald of Ice, Hatred, reduce mana. My shield, I have Blood Magic, Enduring Cry, and Assassin's Mark, and I do this because it actually costs a lot of mana to cast these when you want to cast them all at once. And I just don't have that mana, and if my mana isn't enough to cast Reave, I sit there hitting nothing. And that can bring very dangerous situations to you. That's my amulet. I'll just give you guys a second to look at it. This is one of my rings. This is the other one of my rings. It's my chest piece. It's just a normal Eelskin tunic with resistances and health. I have Reave, Melee Fizz, Multi, Faster Attacks, and Peacock, and that's what I'm using right now. I'm probably going to switch this build to a dagger build when I farm Dominus, but like I've always said, this build is completely up in the air in terms of what you can do with it. You can change so many points around to do so many different things. Alright. My gloves, I have Blood Magic, Culling Strike, Whirling Blades, and Faster Attacks actually. I used to have a Rarity Cull in here, but I changed it to Blood Magic because I want to be able to whirl around without losing mana. The Culling Strike is still kind of nice because when you're fighting like a mob that has a ton of health, you can just land a killing blow on it. Yeah. Meganort's Heavy Girdle. Solid fizz damage, good life increase, 50 strength total in the belt. So solid. Flask life recovery rate too. This is a nice belt. The boots, I have Casting Image Taken. It's level 5. I have Enduring Cry level 7, Mortal Call level 6, and Increased Duration. And what I can do is I can still go up to mobs. I still go up to mob groups and self-cast Enduring Cry before they attack me, and then I can start attacking. And what that does is when I finally get enough stacks to get a Mortal Call, it makes my Mortal Call longer than it might have been with just the Casting Damage Taken setup. So alright, I think that's it for gem setups. For potions, I have a Seething of Staunching because Seethings have a 10 you only have to get 10 charges to use them. And then I have a Seething Eternal Flask of Heat, and I want to upgrade this other one right here to a Seething Eternal or a Bubbling Eternal of Shocked. But I keep a bleed, a Frozen and Chilled, and a Shocked because one, Corrupting Blood's terrible. Like, oh my god. 2, a lot of the Beyond mobs cast freezing stuff that chills you. And it's so annoying, it slows down your attacks. It leaves you more vulnerable. And 3, getting shocked hurts. 50% increased damage flat from a shock stack. It can kill your character. And then I use a perpetual curse immunity granite for the curse immunity, and it recharges a lot. It has 2 uses, which is nice, so I can keep it up a lot and I can keep the curses off of me, which is very important in these leagues, because if you get cursed by a monster, you can take a lot of extra damage that you don't want to take. Okay. And I have a Surgeon's Jade of reflexes, because especially once I get a weapon with more crit on it, I'll be able to get the charges back on this in a relatively short amount of time, especially if I'm critting on every hit, or not every hit, on every other hit or something like that, because my character attacks really fast and I'll get 1 charge whenever I deal a critical strike, so I'll be able to have a lot of mitigation with this pot. And this setup, I just enjoy it very much. Don't know if there's anything else I should talk about. 4,250 HP, which is not bad. I'm using Alliance Iron Morse, which has a really nice armor roll. I bought it for an Exalt 15 Chaos, and I divined it once. I could probably sell it back for 2 Exalt now, but I'm just going to use it. Wow, I just cracked my neck on the video. That's going to sound great. Okay. Don't know what else to talk about for this build. I can show you my pages. When I actually have my frenzy charges up, I'll show you the damage. Try to get some frenzy charges up. Not frenzy charges, power charges. I think it might be impossible in normal. No, 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 no. Well, try to show you the damage on my skills when I have the power charges up. My Reave is almost 13k. My double strike pushes 16 point something k. I have 40% critical strike chance, 218% critical strike multiplier, but that is with a weapon with no base crit on it. I mean, it has 6.8 crit chance on it, but I can get a dagger with way better stats, and I can do so much more critting. But this claw is just so good, which is why I'm using it. 265 physical deeps. Like, come on. I can't replace this claw for a little bit until I find like a really sick claw or a really sick dagger. It just won't work. Miscellaneous stats: flask recovery rate 20%, flask life amount modifier 80%. Wow. Recovery rate modifier 25. For this reason, I'm thinking about switching to bubblings, because if you use two eternal bubblings and you have these flask life nodes, the bubblings can actually be really nice, and they'll still give you a ton of life when you click them. Like, this thing will still give me a ton of life. It'll give me almost as much as this one does instantly. So I might switch these. I might switch both of these to bubbling, or I might try out just switching this one to a bubbling divine flask. We'll see how that works. Charges: 3 endurance charges, 3 frenzy charges, 4 power charges. I can get them. I'm thinking about speccing into this other power charge soon. I could definitely do that, and it would increase my awesome level by at least 69%. You know, typical number values. I'm probably gonna work my way up to this extra crit chance and crit multi, because this would be like an extra power charge right here, and this would be a nice crit multi on top of that to give me that extra boom, pow, boom, pow, boom, pow. Okay. I hope that explained everything. Assassin's Mark is used because you get more chance to get power charges, which starts your stacks up, and once you get the stacks up, you can keep them up pretty easily. It increases the chance that they have to take a critical strike, which is amazing. 9%, wow. And then they take a 37% crit multi from critical strikes off that, which is awesome. This is what Reave does, if anybody's wondering. I should just show you guys. It gives you 16 stacks of, well, it usually gives you more, but I wasn't hitting monsters there. But it gives you a large stack radius, which is, I like to use it, but I might get a Vol Haste or a Vol Grace for use while mapping. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Whirling Blades, my movement skill, yep, it's very effective. No, I think we're good to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just look below the stream. I have a build thread. Well, it's not really an official build thread, it's just like my gear and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end of the video, type moose. Okay. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.